Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Casting. I'm one of the HCS commentators, and we have a very special HCS weekly report for you guys, where today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the 6 foot, 12 foot, I don't know, it seems like 30-foot pool that is World's Pool Play. And let me tell you, we have so much planned for today. I want to just jump right into it. We're going to be going right over each and every one of the matchups, and also be talking about their previous matchups going into this. So if these two teams have matched up, whether in tournament play, whether it's scrims, we're going to bring it up on screen and talk about what makes these so exciting. Yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the YouTube, just go onto Twitter, Twitch, and all that other stuff. All right, whatever, shut up. All right, let's go. Pool A. Optic, Oxygen, and Native Gaming. A pretty decent pool. It's going to be really exciting to watch. Why don't we go right into it with Optic versus Oxygen, a rematch of the round 1 bracket play back at Orlando. And Oxygen Esports have been exciting to watch. They've been a real story. But the same way they got 3-0'd in Orlando is probably the same way they're going to get 3-0'd here. Just to give Oxygen some respect, I'll say they take a win off of them, so I'll call it a 3-1 in favor of Optic Gaming. But just because you're green, just because you have OG in your name, doesn't mean you're Optic. I'm going to say Oxygen most likely lose this, and I don't think anybody is really surprised by that. Going into Optic versus Native Gaming Red, go right in. We actually saw scrims for these teams as recently as 4 days ago, and Optic Gaming were able to 12-1 Native Gaming Red. So, again, let's be serious. If you're only able to take one game off of Optic online in 13 games, what makes me think you could take 3 in a best of 5? I'm sorry, I think Optic Gaming win it, and I think it's probably going to be just as dominant as this one. Again, I'm going to give Native Gaming the respect that they deserve. So I'll say they take 1 off of them. I won't call it a sweep, but same thing. Optic Gaming have been the most dominant team in the league, and I think they dominate these pools. I'm gonna say a 12-2 map count. I'll say they lose 1 to Oxygen, 1 to Native, and none to the team that comes out and play in. And I'll say Optic finish that shit out first. But what's really exciting to see Oxygen versus Native. I think we have some information on them. They met up in pools back at Orlando, where these two teams went to game number 5. And I think people are really sleeping on this matchup, because first of all, Oxygen Esports are a great team. Collect was once scrimming with Native Red, so right off the rip, you know, you have a little bit of a rivalry there. That's going to be really exciting to watch, and plus, both of their play styles are really fun. You have Native Red versus Oxygen Esports, so you have two teams that their default pace is fast. They play fast. When all else fails, they play fast some more. So hopefully this goes to another game 5 like it did back at Orlando. Either way, I'm really excited to watch. We're not talking about like an United versus G2 where it's going to be who sits in a corner for longer. We're talking about two teams that are going to really empty the tank, really leave it all on line, and run at each other. I'm going to say another game 5. I don't know if I'm talking my brain or more my heart, because I just wanted a game 5 between these two. And as much as I want to go with Oxygen Esports, because I'm a big fan of Collect, big fan of Triton, and I will say if Native Gaming Red sleep on them, Boom, and Nemesis, Oxygen will run over them. Do not sleep on Oxygen Esports, but Native have just been this good for a little bit longer, or pretty much a lot longer, to be honest with you. So I think I'm going to go Native Gaming on this matchup, because whenever I have two evenly matched teams or two teams that are really close, I usually go with the one that's a bit more experienced, that's been on the stage longer. So I'm going to say Native Gaming finish out second, Optic with a 12-2 performance finish out first, and then Oxygen finish out whoever comes in playing. But watch out, because there's going to be some really good teams like Ascend, Fnatic, Complexity that could make it out of the play-in stage and end up right in this pool. So watch out for them. Pool B. That would make it a little easier for me. Pool B, we have Cloud9 going up against G1. I believe these two teams did match up, but I'm going to be honest, all the way back since August 31st, so over a month ago, and both of these teams are looking a lot different. Back then, G1 were on a super high, and not that they're not doing well right now, but, you know, fresh off of that, North American Super back then, it was, G1 were looking unreal. And I think they're still a great team, but I think things have like kind of leveled out since then, especially Cloud9 online and Cloud9 on LAN are just different. So G1 were able to come out with the win in this matchup, 7-5, but we did see Orlando Cloud9 really push it up to another level. We saw Cloud9, specifically Penguin, play more consistent than I've ever seen Zane play. Dude, he was killing it. It was amazing to watch Penguin and Cloud9 absolutely do their thing and look like back-to-back LAN champions once again, even after Renegade left that team. Even though G1 were able to come out with the win on this one, even though I'm a huge fan of G1, the organization and the players as well, I'm gonna say Cloud9. I'm gonna say, give me game 5. Yeah, I'll say this goes to game 5. Cloud9 come out on top. I think this is a game 5 matchup. Cloud9 versus Team War. I like Team War, man. I think we all became fans of Team War back in Orlando. I think Team War are phenomenal. You know, they should be really called Team Leftovers. You have Envor, formerly of Fnatic, Hysteria, formerly of Complexity, Rami, formerly of every team in the league, Tony Two Turnt, formerly of G1, who's in this very pool. I'm excited to watch Team War do their thing. I just don't know if they can do it up against Cloud9. Again, Cloud9 are different. They're in a different tier. They're legitimately contending for world championships. And although Team War can pull off some major upsets, I don't have them winning out in this matchup. And I don't think many people do. Give me Cloud9 over Team War. Again, I want to show Team War some respect. So I'll say that they're able to take one game off of them. We'll call it 3-1. We'll say Cloud9 finish off these pools 12-3. Just under Optic's dominant performance that should happen in Pool A. I'm really excited at G1 versus Team War, because I think G1 can beat Cloud9. Even though if Cloud9 is the favorites, I think G1 absolutely can beat them, which is why I have this going into a game 5. This is not just because I have them as the favorites does not mean that it's automatic. Not one bit. I'm excited to watch G1 versus Team War. Let me tell you why. Obviously Tony Two Turnt, formerly of this G1 squad, is on Team War, and we know how much of a trash talker he is. I promise you, he's going to get disrespectful. This series is going to be disrespectful. He's going to talk trash to Swish, and even though Swish normally that quiet assassin, he's going to get loud too. And I promise some of that's going to spill over to Dev. And you know Dev can get loud. You know Dev wants to get in there too. This is going to be a disrespectful series. I don't know. I just feel it. Maybe I'm off on that. But I'm saying if Tony Two Turnt comes in with that same aggression that he did back in Kansas City, we all saw the documentary, I'm sure. He comes in popping off at the mouth. I promise you, G1, they're going to pop right back. And we know Envor, this is the moment that he or one of his teammates get a crazy, multi-kill, triple overkill. He's going to get loud too. My man, this team is full of passion. This is the series to watch right here. Oxygen and Native are going to be really fun to watch, but this right here is can't miss TV. Whatever you're doing, watch this G1 and Team War matchup, because it's going to be full of passion and it's going to be exciting. I'm excited just talking. I was excited just talking about it. With that being said, I want to say Team War so bad. I came into this video. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it. I want to go against the grain a little bit. Like I'm gonna say it. Give me Team War to lose in a game 5 versus G1. Come on, I know it. Come on, it's G1. I gotta go G1. I think Team War are very capable winning. I wouldn't be super shocked if they did, but G1 second place during North American Super, able to come out with that top 6 performance. They should be on another level. G1 should come out on top. I'll say game 5. Gonna be excited to watch. And even the optics, not even just in the game, but also out the game as well. I got y'all for a second. Yeah, I'm mad. I got y'all for a quick second. Pool B. FaZe versus G2. Matched up literally just yesterday. This is going to be a good matchup to watch. And not just Ogre One's, not just because Ogre One's in my chat. I think G2 just played the game the right way. I think G2 have an advanced understanding on how to play Halo Infinite, how to set up and how to lock down the map. They remind me very much of an United with the way they approach the game. I think it's really exciting. I think it's that fundamentals and that the fundamentals, the chemistry and the coordination that they bring is amazing. However, FaZe are scrappy. And it's going to be FaZe's offense going up against G2's defense. And even though G2's defense is stout and they can really fend off a lot of other scrappy teams that just aren't on the level of FaZe, but FaZe are on the level of FaZe. I would say FaZe's offense would probably beat out G2's defense 7 out of 10 times, or maybe I should say 8 out of 12. That's exactly what happened in this matchup here where FaZe beat them out. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do it again. I can see this being a 3-0. I'm gonna be honest, I could. But I want to show G2 respect. I'll say this a 3-1. I very rarely go 3-0s, and I'll say this is gonna be a 3-1 in favor of FaZe over G2. Next up, we have FaZe versus TSS, a new team. In case you guys aren't aware, Ace, Huss, Mortally, Soup, and Super CC, coached by Strobe. I think this is cool because you have Ace versus Spartan. To my knowledge, Ace and Spartan teamed together for that Halo Reach event at Anaheim pre-COVID, alongside alongside Boo Boo Doo, and they won the event. I mean, before COVID hit, even like, you know, the last LAN before Halo Infinite was won by Ace and Spartan. So that's going to be exciting to watch. But as exciting as it is, I just think these two teams are on different tiers. FaZe are legitimately contending for World's Championship. TSS are really happy to be here, you know? Like, it was a great story for them to make it in. You can't have a Worlds without the global champion, and we won't, because TSS are here, but the question is for how long, because I have FaZe beating them out. I don't like to say 3-0s very often, but I'm gonna call this a 3-0. I'll be happy if the strong survivor are able to prove me wrong. Hey, take a game or two off of FaZe, that'd be big. But I personally don't see it, so I have FaZe coming out with the big win. G2 versus TSS. Again, you have two good teams looking to prove that they're great. I think G2 are better than TSS. I'm gonna say in a world where FaZe 3-1 G2 and FaZe 3-0 TSS, I'll say in that same world, G2 can 3-1 TSS with a possible game 5. I'll give G2 a 3-1 over them. What I'm really excited about is who comes out of the play-in, because this is one of those pools where we can see some upsets. You know, if Complexity or Fnatic end up coming in here, that can pull off some upsets. That could be exciting to watch. If Ascend start looking like the Ascend before Orlando start looking like the Ascend we know them to be, and they come into this pool, yo, watch out. I'm saying pool C. I have FaZe coming out, and we'll call it a we'll call it a 12-2 performance here. But watch out for whoever comes out of the play-in stage. They might be able to pull off some upsets. Pool C going to be wide open here, and I would say out of pool A, B, and C, who's the most likely for the play-in team to come out and squeeze in that number 2 spot? I'll give it a pool C. It's wide open. Pool D. Sentinels versus E United. This was a matchup in the late losers bracket round of the Orlando tournament where E United were able to come out with the first 2 wins over Sentinels. I think Lethal tweeted afterwards saying that Ryan had him hypnotized. Ryan was doing his thing, taking the first 2 wins, but we already know Sentinels, they don't go down easy, and they come out with 3 straight, pulling off the reverse sweep, taking down E United in dramatic fashion, because you know Sentinels, they love to put on a show. The same way this went into a game 5 here. Why would I be surprised it doesn't go to game 5 in pool play? Sentinels historically start off tournaments slow, except for Orlando, I would say. But before Orlando, they've been taken to game 5 by Quadrant, by Pittsburgh Knights, by United. It seems like every series Sentinels want to go to game 5. They want to make things exciting. It's what they do. Let's see it again. I'll call it game 5. I gotta give it in favor of Sentinels, but I will say, don't sleep on the United. Don't sleep. Sentinels versus Na'Vi. They matched up in pools 3-1. It was really cool to watch because I think because Na'Vi really surprised us all by taking that first win off of Sentinels, and it kind of lent to that storyline with Sentinels usually starting off a bit slower. Then they just went on and tore through pool play and went under. They lost the let me tell you what Sentinels did. They lost the very first game in pool play, very first game of the day. Then went undefeated in pools. They said, you want to keep calling us starting slow? We're about to have the best win percentage coming out of pools for the entire Orlando. Eventually didn't end as well as they started, but I'll say 3-1 again. Na'Vi have proven that they can win, especially on a King of the Hill. So if they see another King of the Hill, give me a 3-1. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3-0, to be honest. I like Na'Vi, just Sentinels. The only thing more dangerous than just a Sentinels team is a Sentinels team fresh off of missing expectation in the tournament before, and a month later are out for blood. Like I feel bad for any team that run into Sentinels, because you're not gonna see a lackadaisical Sentinels. When you look into their eyes, you're gonna see fire. You're gonna see passion. When you see, I wouldn't be surprised if I try to go up to Frosty, give him like a pound at the event, because I see him sitting around on Thursday or Friday, and then, hey, sorry, I'm locked in, can't talk. Sorry, I got business to take care of. I think this is gonna be all business for Sentinels. Give me Sentinels 3-1, sure. Just I don't like. You know what? I'm gonna challenge. Say 3-0. I lied. I'm going 3-0. Give me 3-0 Sentinels. United versus Na'Vi, two of the best teams in EU. It was back in September 15th. These two teams really don't match up much. Obviously, they're on two separate sides of the continent, or two separate sides of the globe. And the last time was September 15th. EU United were able to 15-1 Na'Vi, and I think EU United are even better now. I think Na'Vi are better now as well, but yeah, give me EU United all day, every day. If I'm gonna call Sentinels Na'Vi 3-0, I'm gonna call Sentinels Na'Vi 3-0. Give me EU United 3-1 over Na'Vi. I'll say give me EU United 3-1 over Na'Vi. Maybe Na'Vi take a game, but it's tough. Whoever comes out of play-in, it would be really exciting if like another EU team comes out. Like if Ascend come out of play-in here, and we see an Ascend versus Na'Vi, that could be really cool. But yeah, these are your pools. We know the top 3 teams, Pool A, Pool B, Pool C, and Pool D. There will be a play-in tournament that's played out on Thursday, where those top 4 teams will be able to make it through, and we'll find out what the shakeups are. Like I said, I think A and B are pretty solid. Maybe someone could pull off an upset here, because we actually saw in Orlando where Oxygen and Native were in the same pool once again, and it was Native, Quadrant, and G1, and then Oxygen came out of Open and just kind of shook things up a little bit. They were able to win out a second place via tiebreaker. So who knows, if they come out again, these guys are in the same pool once again, maybe the team coming out and play-in might be able to upset. But I would say if there's any 2 pools that are open for play-in teams to come in and really shake things up, I'm going Pool C, and I'm also going Pool D. I think these are the 2 teams pools to watch out for. That if you sleep on anybody coming to play in tournament, if you sleep on them, they could pull us upsets and maybe run over you. This was your HCS weekly report, taking a deep dive into pool plays, going into Worlds. It's going to be so exciting to watch. We're going to find out which 2 teams out of each pool are going to make it into the winners bracket, which team will make it out of the elimination bracket, and then which team might get eliminated, because not all 4 teams are guaranteed to make it into bracket play. There's going to be one team from each pool that's regulated. It's going to be really fun to watch. I'll see you guys there. Why not be reckless? AK want to be cast up. Kind of a freaking big deal. If you don't know, now you know. Make sure you drop a sub, drop comments down below on what you guys think these pools going to end up being. And again, make sure you hop on the Twitch, TikTok, and all that other good stuff. Use code YNOT for G Fuel. Show. Come on, guys. Give me your money. It's not safe with you. You're a reckless spender. Give me your money. It's safer with me. Have a good one, guys. Peace.